Operasinya bagian mana tuh?
Oke, sesinya sudah muncul ya, Mugi. Kita
Oke.
mulai aja. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So everyone, even though it is currently evening, we are still enthusiastic about morning. Okay. Sorry beforehand, I cannot turn on my camera on the laptop, so I chosen my handphone as a second choices for presentation. Everyone, we are from last group presentation. And yeah, today we are going to discuss material about dealing with disruptive behaviors. Okay, first the first material about dealing with disruptive behaviors. Dealing with disruptive behaviors in the classroom is something teachers often encounter, recognize that students have variation in behavior. This is quite an important challenge for a teacher in creating an effective learning environment from James Changelosi 2013. Everyone, even though it is currently evening, we are still enthusiastic about morning, right? Before I explain the subject matter, at last, my narration is about classroom learning. As teacher, of course, we will find many varied behavior in student. Of course, this is a challenge for a teacher. Thus, answering this challenge, the material that I will present is about the background of the occurrences of disruptive behavior in the classroom. Background and example of disruptive behavior in classroom. In classroom is not only caused by student. The background of disruptive behavior is not only caused by student. However, it can arise due to several infrastructures such as culture, classroom, literate playing fields, inaccessible equipment, unattractive environment, broken equipment, and unprepared activity areas, and all of which interfere with the effectiveness of learning activities. But therefore, if you don't clean up yourself, student can be disruptive. Thus, the role of the teacher is responding quickly to this kind of problem is to try to warn students so that they can think that to understand learning easily, not only intelligence, ideal mindset, rigor, focus are needed, but the clean lines of the learning environment, it is quite important to foster interest and it is in the information of effective learning characteristics. Each student has a different personal characteristic in the classroom. This need to be understood by teacher because it will affect the ongoing learning process. In preparing learning plans such as methods, strategies, and other, the first step that teacher must take is to rely on the characteristic of student as recipient of learning in order to get maximum result. The diverse characteristic of student make teacher also need to understand student development. Mount said that elementary school age children are commonly referred as the late childhood pass with an range of 6 to 12 years. He further said that this is characterized by critical creative nature of children with high critical thinking and imagination. The play pays because children's self-development is carried out while playing a grouping period where children tend to want to be accepted as part of a group. So it is often said that students are in the adjustment phase, difficult phase, and fighting phase. Based on student development, it can be said that students needed to have a good self-adjustment to their environment. If students have a difficulty in this, it will become a problem in learning which can trigger unexpected behavior. Case study. Mr. Heimowitz is explaining Ohm's law to this physics class. When he becomes annoyed by conversation between two students, Walt and Henry, without missing a word in his explanation, he moved between the student and continued speaking to the class. The two boys stop talking and appear to pay attention as long as Mr. Heimowitz is between them. 5 minutes later, with Mr. Heimowitz lecturing from another area of the room, Walt and Henry are conversing again. This time, Mr. Heimowitz, continuing with this lecture, goes over to them, picks up Henry's paper from the top of his desk, and mentions Henry to follow him to another part of the room where there is a vacant desk. Mr. Heimowitz placed Henry's paper on the desktop, and Henry takes a seat. At no time during the incident does Mr. Heimowitz speak directly to either Henry or Walt, nor does he miss a word in his explanation of Ohm's law. So I think this is a negative perspective, yeah. For example, and we can move to the next material about characteristic of disruptive behavior in students. So in general, the varying characteristic and behavior of students create a trigger for something disturbing to happen in the classroom, which becomes a challenge for a teacher in finding solution to resolve the obstacle that occur. So everyone, in general, every human being will show behavior, which is a person respond to something. Behavior is the result of a person appreciation that has been processed through cognitive, affective, and psychomotoric. This encouraging him to act, do, or respond to something in everyday life. Within the scope of school, student behavior should be a concern for all teachers. When there are students who have poor behavior, the teacher must provide the right response in handling it. Reverend Dodgett, Huntington Watson revealed that disruptive behavior by children is behavior that does not support the learning process, which is carried out repeatedly by children in the classroom and appears in varies from according to the condition of each class. Disruptive behavior is detrimental to those in the school environment because it disrupts the learning process for other students, inhibits the teacher's ability to teach more effectively, distract teacher and school from the goals and mission of education, and can indicate a significant problem in student personality. Learning activities are generally more effective when they are conducted in a business-like atmosphere of cooperation and mutual respect among participants. Thus, it is usually disproved for students to treat others in the classroom in a disrespectful or toothless manner. A tough, conventional custom of decorum and courtesy vary among the subcultures represented in many school population. A teacher is responsible for establishing an environment in which students are unlikely to feel insulted, uncomfortable, or inconvenience as a consequence of the rudeness of others. Case study: Mr. Lauder assigned Mitch and Ward to be on the same basketball team during one physical education sessions. Mitch complains aloud in front of the class. I don't want Ward on my team. He's guy. I'd rather not play. Mr. Lauder immediately thinks Mitch is a competitive. I should just tell him, fine, then you don't play. He could just sit on the sideline. Maybe I could play in the place and show Ward that I'd like to be on this team. But I don't want to give the class the impression that their participant isn't critical. I'd like to do something to protect Ward's feeling. I know he has already allowed them to be damaged, and I may make things work by making a big deal out of this incident. I'll let it slide for now. If recurs, I'll intervene. Maybe I should catch Meat by himself and and let him know that I don't approve of such behavior. I will, in fact, I'll hold a conference with him to lead him to examine the consequence of such discourtesy. So I think that's all about my presentation about two materials. So we can continue to the next material remaining that will explain by Mugi. So Mugi, please.
Okay, thank you, Husni. Next slide. Okay, the next material is factors influencing disruptive behavior in student at school. In case study that before often found by teachers, it can be said that the actual factors that cause something disturbing in a student are caused by anxiety, emotional anger, panic, opposition, assertiveness, frustration, and fear. However, according to several experts, via Todras, behavioral disorders in the classroom can be caused by external factors, namely condition at home, society and school, children's experience at home, and can significantly influence their behavior at school, especially for victims and divorce, poverty, poverty, lack of parental involvement, lack of supervision, lack of attention and encouragement, parental neglect, excessive control, and physical punishment can have a bad sequence for the individual. In case or case study, highly frequent quips, gestures, and facial contortions evoke laughter among her peers in Mr. Smith's 10th grade English class. Mr. Smith considered occasional clawing humors and a healthy diversion from work, but holy clawing has become too frequent that is impeding class progress. Mr. Smith is beginning to fear what Holly will come up with. Consequently, praise his word with care to avoid having a turn serious comment into a joke. Okay, next slide, host. Okay, the next material is how to deal with disturbed student behavior in class. Some ways to deal with disturbed behavior in studying in student include the following. The first one is reinforcement. Is a procedure for maintaining or improving behavior. Positive reinforcement is providing a stimulus response and functions to increase or maintain the desired response. The next is punishment. Punishment aims to reduce the possibility of repetition of undesirable behavior. The next is behavior contract. A behavioral contract is defined as a formal agreement between clients and individuals who influence client behavior. The individuals in question include teacher, counselors, parents, social workers, and client peers. The next is modeling. Other treatments that can be used for relief disruptive behavior in class by using modeling or demonstration. Behavioral demonstration in base concept that many behaviors can be learned with effective modeling or imitation. The next is cognitive approach. Cognitive approach is to help students learn to build ways learning, training students to know what they have to learn, increase frequency and quality of learning. The next or the last humanistic approach. For educators who apply humanistic approach, a student being destructive in indication that the person is unhappy or experiencing conflict. Teachers should treat the student with empathy. This way can encourage student to want to talk and share about his feelings. Okay, maybe enough for me. Back to Husni.
Okay, everyone, thank you very much for watching this video. And yeah, I'm sorry if a mistake because we just comfy for important point material about dealing with disruptive behavior. So if you have any comment or question from your group, please write on the letter. So thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.